Well, thank you for coming on the red carpet.
I'm good to be on it, mate.
And what can you tell everybody a little bit about yourself? What got you into the entertainment industry?
So what got me on the entertainment industry is basically I started off as a security guard, ended up on a Mark Wahlberg set called Infinite. Obviously, code names back then as your security guards. Managed to meet him and then come home and put my name down on Facebook on an actors group, and it just blew up from there.
Wow, amazing. And did you ever see yourself as an actor?
When I was a kid, I always wanted to be an actor, but then obviously lifestyle decisions change the ways you are.
Right. And and how's the England film industry compared to the United States?
Well, how can I put it? Over here in England, it's different to America because America has sponsors left, right, and centre. Some people can film free. Some people have got good people around them with have got a lot of money. But over in England, it's you got student films which they pay for you just your travel, or you've got independent filming, which means you have to do put out for people to be in parts. It's going to put money into the film. There's eight different things you could do in England to get your films going. So, but then it's good being over here because then obviously the Bollywoods come over here, and then I get contacted whether to go on the Bollywoods, the Bengali films, and obviously they're all paid. So that's why I like doing it over here. But obviously I'll be out in America finishing my films. I've done one in LA so far. I'm finishing on one in New York, and I've got a TV series I should be starting in New York.
And let's talk about your TV series that's coming out soon. What can you tell the audience about it briefly?
So all I know is that I got a message on Instagram saying, "Do you mind jumping out of an helicopter, going on a 30-foot yacht, jumping in front of cars and all that?" And I was like, "Yep, right, there you go." And now I'm like regretting the decision because obviously jumping out of helicopters, I'm scared of heights, isn't it? So it's one of them.
And what is the most challenging have you noticed about being an actor in the
So,
film
so with
industry?
me, the most challenging thing for me is because I've got ADHD, which means I can't obviously do what other actors can, like with the writing and reading and stuff. So obviously that's the most challenging thing for me, but I'm overcoming it now. I'm starting to literally, when I've got a script, I'm focusing more on that script. It's coming to my head, so when I'm straight on set, I'm nailing it every time. But that's my only bad bit about me.
Hmm. And I love the England film industry. You got the BBC, you got Doctor Strange, Doctor Who, Sherlock Holmes.
Let's not talk about the BBC. Because there's things I could say that I'm not going to say.
Right, I totally understand. The film industry is growing, and everywhere almost. And I think it's for me, it's wonderful that it's growing because um, it's helping the future generations of actors in the film
I,
industry.
I mean, India's the biggest one so far because they're producing films left, right, and centre.
Hmm.
But to get over there, you need to be sponsored, somewhere to stay. My mate that I have over here, he goes over there. He's got a place to live. He goes out there, but it's not a lot of money. It's not the glamour people think. I mean, you get
No,
your Hollywood films, you get paid thousands for being on Hollywood films, but that's the only one that pays you the money, the big bucks.
right.
So whatever you're doing in England, you're not earning as much as what American actors are earning.
Hmm.
And that's the way of life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I've been hearing. It's unfortunate. Um, wish, every actor in every country would get the same amount as the United States. Um,
It's basically it's based on the government over here. So when obviously people come from different countries, they give you a certain amount of money to spend on English actors, and they don't give you a lot. So when you've got like the big Hollywood ones, and they know they've got the budget, boom, you get to spend what you want. But when you've got the Bollywoods, the Bengalis, they give you a couple of thousand, and with that couple of thousands, you've got to get the extras in there. You've
Right.
got to pay for the locations. You've got to pay for your licenses. And by the time you've done all that, you've made no money. I mean, the first one I done, um, I was an extra and then I got talking part. The second one, I was main cast. So I'm fortunate go from extra to straight to main cast.
Mm-hmm.
And I do mix and match all through films. Listen, I go on a film and be an extra. I go on a film and do a talking part. It is what it is. It's the film industry.
Yeah, 100%. It is. What is your dream role?
I don't really have one to be fair, because the way I look at it is someone could be better than me and I could be better than someone. So it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could dream about having a big role, but then like everyone else does, they push themselves and you can only push yourself to a limit.
Right. I totally get it, and
But I'd love to be James Bond.
anybody, and it's that James Bond role is it's amazing. I
Yeah.
I I love James Bond movies.
Well, I've done Marvel before, so I wouldn't mind being back in Marvel.
And which Marvel were you
Is
in?
that a TV Secret Invasion?
Mm-hmm.
So the TV series, um, they called it Jambalaya on the paperwork and all through until you actually got there. And yeah, it was Marvel, you Samuel L. Jackson and all that. So they dressed us all the same. So you can't point yourself out on the TV and you can't take pictures of the TV because you all look the same. So you're like, that's my scene, but where am I?
And what do you like about Marvel?
Well, I used to read the comments comics when I was a kid. And then growing up and now seeing all the comics coming to life, it's like, wow, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I love the Marvel movies. They're amazing. Um, and I don't know which one's my favorite Marvel. I've seen so many. I can't I can't decide which one's my favorite.
Yeah, you know, didn't you? There's so many films out. I'm into mainly gangsters, so like mobs. I'll sit there and watch Mafia and stuff like that
Hmm.
because that's what they've typecasted me so far. But like I said, me filming in New York, I'm playing a father that's a drunk alcoholic, that's supposed to go and spend money on his daughter that ends up hiring a prostitute and getting shot in the end.
Oh,
So,
wow.
and then you've got the TV series. They want me to play either the good guy or the bad guy. But there may possibly be bigger news coming next year.
Hmm.
But I can't say yes or no yet.
And what is you are going to New York. You're going to New York in November, is that correct?
Yep, 3rd of November, yeah.
Is this your first time going?
No, I started the film last year, but this year I'm going for 7 days. But I've got so much meetings to do. I've got a meeting with a drinks company, Old School Energy, possible sponsorship. I've got a meeting with one of New York's big directors, Steve Stanolis. Um, I'm going to Philadelphia to meet Joey Maligno, obviously John Alight in New York. So I've got loads. I've got plans to do. I've got actors that want to meet me. I've got, you know what I mean. I've got no time to look around. It's straight in film, straight meetings.
Hmm.
It's a
And what
busy
is,
life, but I like doing it.
yes. Do you see yourself potentially possibly moving to the United States to pursue more into the film industry?
You know what? After I'd done my LA film back in 2022, no, 2023. I believe that I've already said to my dad before he passed away, I was like, you know what, if I start this, I want to live there. Then obviously, sadly, in 2021, he passed away and I've kept going. So I've always said to myself, you know what, one day. if I can, I can. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to say I want to. I'm not going to say I don't want to. But right opportunity comes, I'm there.
You never know. That's true. You never know. 100%.
Listen, you've got to go where the money's at.
Yes, true. 100%. Um, what's the most pivoted moment in your career?
Basically, being around all the A-listers,
Hmm.
like Samuel Jackson and stuff.
And how was it meeting Samuel Jackson?
Oh, it's all right. It's just like meeting a normal person.
And what did you do on set on that scene?
Just had to walk around in a circle, basically,
Hmm.
talking Russian, which I can't talk Russian, so the only words coming out my mouth was vodka, 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 just to make a conversation. And then you'll have the scene where they're running through the crowd. So it's like Russian national. It's one of Russian's national days. We're all round and they're rushing through and doing all sorts.
Right.
And then I was in Gangs of London as well. Um, so my scene was pretty much they handcuffed me, walked me through when they're all
Hmm.
recording
Hmm.
prison cells. But what people don't realise when you're in films is they record it all, but when it comes to edits, they cut things. So if your scene doesn't fit that, or they show a part of you in that scene, but other people are like, but yeah, you filmed that like 3 years ago, so why isn't it out yet? Well, it's editing takes time. You can't have an editor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He could have another job to do. Then your job's lined up. You know what I mean? Or yours could be three jobs down the line. So if he's got another four films to do, then you've got to wait for them four films to be done.
Hmm.
I mean, the Indian ones that I started in 2020, 2021, and all the way through, they're all starting to come out now, and we're in 2025. So it's one of them
Right.
things.
100%. I totally agree with you. I see what you're talking about. Um,
Not many
and
people know the film industry inside and out, you know what I mean? But it's just a way where people think, oh, yeah, he's in this, but it'll be out next year. I mean, I've got another big film coming out that I'm a part of, which is Rise of the Foot Soldier, Ibiza in the UK. That
Mhm.
comes out next year, I believe.
Wow, I'm so excited for you, and I can't wait for your films to come out and have
I
people
mean, I've
watch your
got some
films.
on Amazon already. I've got a Brothers Bond out on Amazon. So that's out in America. Um, Ready to Kill should be coming up on Amazon very soon. We've just had to, obviously, the editing took a while, but he's had to put subtitles on because they
Hmm.
asked you for subtitles. So then that should be done. I've got a film that I'm filming this weekend called Bodily Harm. That will be on Amazon as well. So they're all coming out. I have got one called Legacy, but to be honest with me, I will be straightforward with everyone. I recommend people don't go watch it because the editing is that rubbish. It's like the voices talk over the actors, the music's too loud. But if you want to watch it, just for me, log on, watch it, and you could just see my part.
Hey man, everybody needs to check you
Acting
out.
gangster, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Where can people find you on social media?
Instagram. I only use Instagram because that's the best way to get hold of me.
Hmm. 100%. I love Instagram. It's the best way to connect with each
It
other
is. I
and
try to keep Instagram because I've got two separate ones. So I've got one with me and family, and I've just got one as a business one. So the business one,
hmm.
obviously, back in 2022, when I won my first award, I was originally blue ticked by Instagram through my PR team, um, and it's grown. But nowadays, you see them all paying for their blue ticket 200 followers. You know what I mean? It's like you've not done none. So
Yeah,
everyone's trying to jump on the blue tick bandwagon, but you could tell when they've paid for it anyway because I could switch between two pages, a work page and a personal page, and my tick don't go. Where someone else does it, it takes their tick off them.
Mm-hmm. 100% true. Hard work sure pays off.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's
I
why.
mean, they could check me on Google. Google has everything I've done. It has all my paper articles. I just had a recent magazine interview with
And
a
that's why I
celebrity
love
magazine.
Instagram. That's how I
Yeah.
found you and all the fellow actors, and
Yep.
we collaborate or help each other, and we grow and get connections, and that's how you get your name
I
out
mean, if you know of any films going in Oklahoma, I'm sure I'd come over there as well.
there.
You know,
Yes,
I'd
yes,
travel
please
anywhere to
do.
film.
I would love to. If you come to Oklahoma, it'd be great. The film industry is slowly growing here.
Well,
It's
like I said, I've got some big news coming next year. Obviously, I can't oblige to say yet, but obviously there was an announcement on Instagram of a film company called Sessions
hmm
LLC, a £300 million deal. Did you read that one?
Yes, I definitely cannot. Um,
I may or may not be involved. I cannot
oh,
disclose that just yet. But if
yeah.
I am, then we will say there is a big couple
Yes,
of films
yes.
that I have got coming. But for now, we'll keep that under wraps because obviously I can announce that I am in five of their films, obviously,
hmm
which are 14 Knots, Jetpack Jack, there's Death Woods, Sessions of a Hip Hop, and then Solomon Still. I'm in
hmm
all five of them Hollywood films when the deal's done. That's
Well,
what
I
I'm legally
cannot
allowed to say
wait.
that.
Cannot wait to hear them. I cannot and cannot wait to
But
see them.
obviously, there is a 15 film deal involved. So,
Right. Well, I cannot wait. I'm so proud of you, and I definitely cannot wait to have you back
I mean, I'm
on.
proud of myself because I've turned my life around. Because obviously, if people want to know the real me, yes, I was an ex-drug addict.
hmm
Yes,
hmm
I had to go to Turkey to get my teeth done. And yes, since I've been in the films, I've turned my life around and I get to travel, you know what I mean? And I'm not doing it to make a name for myself. I'm in this film industry for my children and my children only. If it wasn't for them and my father, I wouldn't be in this film industry.
Right. 100%.
It's just that my dad gave me my money for my first train ticket
hmm
for the first film, and then it was just boom. I done for Bengali films. I done 8 films in 2 months. That's how
Wow.
good I am.
Well, I'm so proud of you, and I definitely cannot wait to have you back on next year or soon. Talk about your upcoming projects.
Listen, I'll come on whenever you want, man. I mean, maybe if I'm out in America, we can meet up and do a proper like
Yes,
face to
sir.
face podcast. Do you know what I mean? I'm always up for everything, but I could be out in LA in December. I don't know yet, but there's an award show coming out there that I always attend.
Yes, please keep me do updated.
Well, you know how it is.
Well, thank you for coming on.
You're welcome, man. Oh, and I might be out doing a cowboy film as well, by the way. I just don't
Yes,
know where.
yes. Well, definitely. I
So,
can't wait for that too. Keep me updated. I would love to have you back on, talk about your
yeah,
cowboy
man.
films and all your other films that's coming out.
That's one film I've always wanted to do is a cowboy film.
Yes, I love cowboy films, 100%. Well, thank you for coming on, and I look forward to talking to you soon.
Yeah, man.
Thank you again.
Right, one love, my brother.
Goodbye.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye bye.